Boom! What is up, Wanderers? It's time for another One Take Bag review. And we've got a fun one today. This is a 17-inch travel laptop backpack from Matein. All right, so Matein is a brand that you may have seen on Amazon. They actually make and sell the number one rated travel backpack on Amazon. It's not this model. You can check that out. I'm putting an Amazon link to their number one seller in the video description, along with all the other links as always. I do want to share, as I always do, this bag was sent to me by Matein. So I do not ever accept any sort of compensation for my reviews, but sometimes makers send me bags, and I'm glad to accept bags so that I can share them with all of you guys. So that out of the way, I'm excited to get into what we always do on this channel, which is a full walkthrough of the bag, exterior and interior. Then we're going to talk about two things that I really like about this bag, two things not so much, and then an overall recommendation. Should you buy this bag from Matein? Let's get in. All right. So first off, I think what you can see is this is exterior-wise a really kind of classically designed bag. It purposefully kind of mimics or looks like an old school rucksack, kind of a Indiana Jones kind of feel to this bag. I love the olive colorway. It does have some leather accents on these straps with some chrome buckles. There are water bottle holders on the left and the right side. And you can see here, I've got a smaller size hydro flask fit into this bag with no problems. There's quite a bit of stretch to these pockets. So that's really nice to see. You do have a front pocket, which we'll get into in a second, on the front of this bag. You have something else on the left and the right. You have a USB charging port on the left-hand side here. And then on the right-hand side here, you have a cord or headphone pass-through. Let's flip the bag around. On the back of the bag, you've got more features to look at. You've got kind of an airflow channel with foam padded. There's 3 sections of foam padding, left, right, and bottom on your back. You've got a luggage pass-through strap. You have a hidden pocket, which we'll get into here in a second. And then on the straps themselves, you have another pocket up here for a Metro card or a little bit of cash stash. It's credit card sized, Metro card sized right here on the left strap. You do have a grab handle up top here. And that's it for the exterior of the bag. This is a kind of a light canvas material along the lines of what you would see in maybe a JanSport bag. It's not like heavy duty Cordura, but it's also a very light material in terms of overall usability of the bag. The bag doesn't weigh a ton, which is good because it carries a ton, which we'll get into. And if you overload this bag, it could get substantially heavy. So let's talk pockets. You know I love pockets. There's a lot going on with the pockets on this bag. So up front, you have a magnetic closure on the front pocket here. In that pocket, I've got a battery backup along with cord. It is a pretty big pocket, but there is only the one magnet on the front. And there is about a half an inch of space here on the side. And so you got to be careful that you're not putting in anything small that could squeeze out that top hole there. This is not a zippered pocket, and it is not kind of airtight. Things could get out if the bag was, upside down or set on its side and something could roll out. So just be aware of that. All right, for these pockets right here, or the main compartment, you just magnet, flip open, and then there is a drawstring for the whole main compartment that you can draw closed or open up into a large kind of bucket-sized space. And let me flip this over here. I want to show you how big this main compartment is. I hope you can see this okay. Pretty cavernous, okay? So there is a lot going on in this main compartment that I'm excited to talk to you about because you guys know that I really like pockets. So the inside liner on this material, it is double lined. It is kind of a light to dark gray. It's not maybe it's charcoal. It's not black. It's not light gray. I wouldn't call it high contrast, but it is a really nice lining material. It is branded. It says Matein on the material itself. All right, let's talk about what's going on in this section. And for some of this, you're going to have to take my word for it because it is hard to show you the pockets in the very bottom of this bag. But here's what's going on. First off, inside this bag, you have a pocket on the left and a pocket on the right-hand side. Now, why are there, and they're about right here. So why are there pockets there? Well, they're little pockets that are designed to help you take advantage of the pass-throughs here. So you can put headphones in the pocket here and then pull the cord out. You can put your battery back up in the pocket here and run your cord out. That's actually pretty innovative. I've seen these pass-throughs a lot where there isn't a designated pocket assigned to the item. So I was actually pretty pleased to see that, and I thought that was fairly innovative for this company. All right, so what do we have going on here? First off, we have on the front panel of the main compartment an admin pocket, or an admin section. And so you've got a zippered compartment here, then you have 1, 2 stretchy elastic pockets with 2 pen holders in the middle. You also have a zippered compartment on the front of one of these stretchy compartments. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on the front panel of the backpack itself, on the interior of the main compartment. And again, this is kind of a big bucket style interior. So let's Mary Poppins this thing and let me show you how much I've got in here. Tablet, 11-inch, in the tablet sleeve. This is a Velcro elastic cover for laptop. This is a 13-inch laptop. It holds up to a 17-inch laptop in a very well padded foam laptop sleeve in the back of the bag. Full-size gimbal with tripod attached. AirPods Pro. Switch. Pouch full of other electronic devices. Wow. So now you can see just how big this compartment actually is. So this thing is really, really cavernous. It goes forever. It carries an absolute ton. And on the back section, there is the laptop pouch and the tablet sleeve. Pretty impressive. Okay, so that's all the pockets except for the secret pocket on the back. This is kind of an anti-theft pocket. I've just got a multi-tool in there right now, but obviously like your passport and everything would go in there. Worth noting, and I don't say this a lot, these back pockets are kind of notoriously a pain, like a literal pain in the butt, because anything you put into these pockets could poke you in the back. I had a multi-tool back here, and because this is really padded on this bag from Matein, you don't feel the items poking you, which is a nice little touch. All right, so that's all the pockets and the nooks and crannies on this bag. So, what do we think? 2 things we like about this bag. The first thing that I wanted to share with you that I really like about this bag is these side pockets. So they're going to be tough to see, but I want to show them to you. Up top, they're stretchy pockets that match up with the USB port and the headphone port. I don't think I've ever seen that on a bag before. So pass-throughs for cords and cables, you see those a lot. But to have a dedicated pocket right next to the pass-through, really, really cool. I think that's top-notch. So that's a feature that I really, really enjoy. The second piece that I really enjoy about this bag is, and we just talked about it, this back pocket. This back kind of anti-theft pocket is really well executed on this bag. It's not so slim that you can only put documents into it, and it is so padded that you don't feel bad when you put something that's a little bit three-dimensional into the pocket. If I had to pick a third thing that I liked, it would be the water bottle holders that are really well made, really durable, and large enough for multiple different kinds of pockets, and in good material, not the kind of mesh tack-on pockets that you usually see on a lower price point bag, which is what this is compared to most of the other bags with this much organization out there. So, two things I don't like as much about this bag. The first thing is really simple. I don't like the padding inside the straps. The padding in the bag itself, it's really nice, kind of plush, feels really nice. The padding inside the straps, a little crinkly and not as thick. So if they had used the same padding inside the straps as the rest of the bag, I think I would have liked them a little bit better. I know being picky for a lower price point bag, but they've demonstrated that they can do padding well. I wish it had carried through to the straps themselves. The second thing that I don't like as much about this bag that I wish was just a little bit different is it's super floppy. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because part of the appeal of this bag is that it's kind of rucksack style and that it weighs almost nothing compared, like the weight to volume ratio of this bag is really excellent. So you can get a ton into this bag and it weighs next to nothing until you load it up. So that's a win. But I do wish it held its shape just a little bit better. It doesn't pass the set it down, it stands up test. Not every bag does, but for a kind of duffel sized or duffel shaped bag with this oval opening at the top, it's a cool shape, and I just wish it retained its bucket shape a little bit when you were using the bag and kind of setting it down in a coffee shop and that sort of thing. Okay, you have to very intentionally lean it up against something to get it to maintain its shape, except when it is fully loaded out. Okay, and that's when I think this bag shines. When you are really in need of a bag that carries a ton, I think this is something you should consider. So, do I recommend this bag? If you occasionally do not carry a ton of stuff and you're minimalist sometimes, I think you'll be a little bit frustrated by the floppiness of this bag. If you frequently carry a ton, rain jackets, umbrellas, all the tech, a 17-inch laptop, all of that stuff, I think you'll be delighted by the amount of organization and the amount of space for the price that you're paying on this bag. So, mixed bag, quite literally. Do I recommend this thing? If you have a ton of stuff, yeah, I think you should check this out. It's a pretty interesting bag, and I do like the look of the bag. If you sometimes don't carry as much, I can't recommend it. I think you should get something smaller, something that retains its shape a little bit better than this bag. But I like the innovation from this company. I like some of the features that I saw, and I can't wait to try more products that they put out. So if you did like this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I've put all the links to the products that we talked about in the video description. Thanks so much, everybody. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.